Today we're doing an orange set, and I only got one answer to my question on my last video, and that was from JDubs13, so that's why we're doing the orange one today. We're starting off with a long coffin, and we're going to give some of them, well, they're going to be different colors, but some of them we're going to start with the white base. Now, I decided to recreate my lemon set, and there it is. So I'm doing these mostly the same. It's not a total recreation, but you'll see. Frankly, I'm not totally happy with how these orange ones came out. I like the lemon set much better. Okay, moving on. One of the nails is going to be this darker orange. With the lemon set, I had a yellow glaze that I used, which is basically like a yellow jelly color. So I think that's why I liked it better, because there was some kind of clear-ish ones that made the lemons look better, I thought. But I didn't have an orange one, and I was too lazy to mix one up. I thought I could just manage it with these colors, but frankly, it didn't work. So what I am making on this is I wanted a kind of a jelly version of this lighter orange. So I'm just mixing it with the top coat until we get more a sheer color. That should do it. And I will be putting 2 coats of this on here. As you can see the mess on my mat, this one flipped off of the nail stand right as I started to put the polish on it. Okay, we're going to cure those. There we are so far. And second coat time. Everything going to get a second coat. Now while we have a second here, I think partly why I was kind of off my game here this week is because last Sunday I was cleaning the bathroom and I was standing in the bathtub scrubbing it down, and I managed to slip in there and twist my knee all up. So I've been hobbling around here all week, kind of like a pirate with a peg leg, because I can't bend that knee. I mean, I can bend it, but it hurts like heck. So I'm trying not to bend that knee, so I'm hobbling around. It's just completely thrown me off my game for getting stuff done this week. But anyway, moving on. Alright, once we get the second coat is on, and we're going to cure that. And okay, moving on. We're going to start painting the orange slice parts. And I'm putting a little bit of both of these oranges on there on the palette. And I'm going to add about a drop, maybe 2, of the darker orange into the lighter one. Now this is not the sheer stuff that I made before. This is the straight polishes, which you totally can't see right now. But I wanted the lighter orange not to be as light as it was. I wanted it to be a bit darker, so here goes the second drop of the darker. Now don't be afraid to experiment with stuff and mix things together and play around with them. I used to not want to do that, so I would have the exact color I needed, so I had, numerous polishes so I could have all the colors I needed, and then, that just got to be crazy. Okay, we're going to go in on the one that has the sheer color on it first. And we're just going to do the outside of the peel in the darkest orange. And I'm just going to go around like so. And then I will thicken this line up. Now I found when I'm doing lines or stripy things like this, having more paint on my brush is better. Seems to go better. Alright, and there's the outside of the peel for that one. Now I'm going to cure that. Okay, and now we've got this Beetles pale yellow. We're going to use this for the inside part where the pith is. That's a weird word, huh? Anyway, who comes up with these things? Okay, this is going to go right along the inside of the outer peel. Actually, as I started to paint that, I realized, wait, I got to have the orange part first. So now I'm just using that mixture of the light and dark orange. Now I'm just putting this on. It's okay for it to be streaky. I mean, if it looks streaky, frankly, that's going to be a little better than being all smooth, because it'll just give it a little more dimension to the look. This one came out a bit smoother than I would have liked as far as the color. Some of the other ones, I had a little more streaky look to them, which I think worked a little better. Okay, we got that part on. Now we got to cure again. Okay, and we're going to do the same thing on this one. This is going to be on the full nail, is going to be the whole slice, so I'm just going to streak this on. See, now this part was done with on the lemon nails, was done with the glaze, so it was kind of clear and it made it look more like the inside of the lemon, I thought. I really should have done, if I have to recreate these for somebody, if somebody buys them, I will probably redo these ones with the orange glaze that I'll have to mix. Okay, now we're ready for the yellow. And we're just going to do the same thing we just did with the dark orange, but with the yellow. And when I did the lemon ones, I used white for this part, but that seemed kind of stark for the oranges, because I know it's not really white inside of there. Not that I eat that many oranges. Orange is just not my flavor. Okay, and then we got to make the lines going down for the parts in between the segments. Now the ones on this got to be a bit bigger. If you look at the lemon ones, I had a much shorter version of the cut piece of lemon on the other ones, and I think it looked better that way. Okay, and we need to go across the top and make it kind of roundy along the line edges, so you don't just have a straight line coming off of the middle part. Okay, now this one we're going to go and do the same thing, but we're going to leave enough at the top so it has the outside peel with the dark orange at the top of there. I'm going to show you guys this one, and then the rest of them I'll do off camera. Now, since this one's going to have the entire nail as the slice of the orange slice, we're going to go all the way down, straight down to the middle bottom with our segment lines. Now, see how you got just a straight line coming off the top of there? We're going to do something. We're going to fix that. Okay, there's the center of the orange part, and we're just going to round these out at where the line comes off of there. Now also, this is where I should have painted the seeds. I kind of at the last minute decided it needed seeds on there, which I hadn't put on, but this is where they would have got painted on if I had thought of it sooner. Okay, we're curing that. And now, here it is, my nemesis. We're going to use builder gel to make the little pulpy bits of the orange. Now also with this, they came out okay at the first part, and I think after I top coated, I think I should have went over them again with another layer of the builder gel on them to make them stand out a little better, because once they were top coated I kind of lost a lot of them. But we're just going to use this, and we're just going to make little kind of like teardrop-ish, little straight-ish line kind of blobs. And we're just going to fill in these little segments. Now also what I should have probably done was flash these in between each little section of segment, because I did this whole nail and then some of them started to run together, which you'll see in a bit. Those first two at the top of there were really good. Then I just kind of got rushed and in a hurry, so they weren't coming out quite as good. And you don't want to make them all exactly the same either. But as I said, I think I should have, if I'd have gone over these with the second layer after I had top coated, I think that would have came out better. That one's awfully big. And of course the builder gel has got to make little stringy bits everywhere, not cooperate. Also, you'll see what I mean too after I wipe these off. You'll see how much of the height of these little segment bits that I'm going to lose. Now see how they've gone together in the middle? I'm going to kind of just do that to get them apart, and then I'm going to cure this. Now those wouldn't have run together if I had flashed these in between each little segment section. And what am I doing here? Oh, I'm going to add one little more bit right in there. Alright, get it in there and cure it. Okay, I'm going to show you this one, and then that's going to be it. I'll do the others off camera. Okay, I don't know where I've gone here. Okay, now see how this, since we did it kind of in a, we just put the medium color orange that we made, we just put that on in a streaky fashion. So you'll see how it gives it a little bit more dimension now. Those are all too much the same direction. They look more like a herringbone. I'm not a herringbone. They look more like a pattern for a sweater is what they look like. But see how it's streaky? I think that just gives it more of a natural look. And some of these guys ran together on me too. They're not even that close together, so I don't know. Now I'm going to give these a full 2-minute cure. And when I wipe them off with the alcohol wipe, you're going to see what happens. That I'm going to lose about half the height on these things. And that's what always happens with builder gel, and I don't understand why it doesn't fully cure. Even if I put it in for longer than the 2 minutes. Okay, now you see how they are. Now watch how they're going to pretty much disappear. See, I lose a lot of it, and I just don't understand why that's happening. It's not just this brand of builder gel. I've had that issue with all of them. So, but anyway, in case I didn't say, that was an alcohol on a lint-free wipe we were wiping that down with, and there's where we are so far. Okay, we're going to move on to this. No, we're not. Okay, we're going to move on to, on the thumbnails, I wanted to put in a stripe, couple stripes. So we're going to go back with the dark orange and the light orange, and we're just going to do a stripe of each across here. And just going to thicken this one up a bit. Again, I'm using like a lot of paint on my brush. for this. If you want really super fine lines, then obviously you don't want all that paint on your brush like in a big blob like that, but for making stripes and stuff, I think it works better. Alright, as soon as I clean my brush, we're going to go on to the lighter. And then once I get this on, we'll cure this, and then we're going to be ready to move on with the stickers. Now, I did have an issue, and I'm hoping it's going to be okay when I see the playback for this. Somehow, when I did the stickers, I managed to hit the button for slow-mo on my phone. So it was crazy how slow it really came out. So I had to speed it up to 8 times, and I had to do a lot of editing, and it took forever to get through there. Okay, these are the stickers we're going to use. Those thumbs have been cured. These I got off Amazon a couple years ago now. It was a set of, I think, 12 different sticker sheets that each sheet was a different fruit. That other one that I went by, the second thing that I showed, was all citrusy fruits on there. So I'm going to borrow a couple of the orange slices off of that one, and I'm mostly going to use these though. I'm going to put this sunny little orange guy at the top. And okay, this is off the citrus sheet. Now I'm going to use this cut orange on the edge of one of these sides here. There was a hair or something, of course. And then a regular orange down there. Okay, moving on. Okay, the other one of these, we're just going to put some random oranges on here. Come on, get off of there. That one kind of looks more like a peach to me, but it's supposed to be an orange. And one more. Okay. Now on this is the pinky now. That's the lightest orange. We're going to just put some little orange blossoms and leaves on the top part of this. Just for a little different thing. I'm glad to see that after I sped this up to 8 times, it looks fairly normal now. I don't know how I manage sometimes to hit the wrong thing when I'm hitting the record button on there. I guess I do know how, because the end of my gloves always are sticking out farther than where my finger is, and sometimes I can't exactly see where I'm touching on there. Okay, now I went back to this one, and it looked kind of bare, and I decided to put a couple, like just one orange blossom. Oh, now we're in slow-mo again. One orange blossom. I must have missed this part, speeding this one up. Oh, that's excruciating. Oh boy. Okay, here we go. Back to sped up slow-mo. Okay, one leaf, if I can get it to stick on there where I want it. Okay, and that's all we're going to put on that one. Okay, and here we are so far now with the stickers on. Sorry, it's kind of blurry. I don't know what's going on with it. Ready for top coat. Now we're going over these all with the tempered top coat to seal everything in really good. And watch when I get to the next one. You're going to see how we lose we're going to lose those little builder gel things in there in the orange slice part. I even went and brushed off some of the top coat to get it out of there, but still. So you guys can see what I'm saying. I think if I'd have gone over those little bumps again with some more builder gel and just left them clear on top, I think that would have looked better. I mean, I could always go back in and just do that. So it's not a total loss. Okay, and that one does not want to stay on the nail stand. I had more problems with that one. Okay, we're going to cure these. And when they come back out, now, oh, what are we doing? Oh, this is where I painted the seeds on now. Okay, now they should have been painted on when I was doing this color of the other part, as I said. But this is when I decided they needed seeds because they looked too plain, and with those little segment pieces kind of flattened out looking, it really didn't look much like an orange slice, so figured adding some seeds would help. And we're just painting basically kind of like a teardrop shape or a leaf shape, depending on how you want to look at it. And then we will cure those, do them on the other one. Now, as you can see, since I'm doing more a finer detail of painting, I have hardly any paint on my brush. That's a pale seed. It must be one of those ones that's halfway kind of flat and it's kind of sort of clearish. Oh, nope, we're going to darken it up. Okay. Now that those have been cured with the seeds, now we're going to go and matte top most of these. Now I want it to still be shiny where there's cut oranges. So like on this one, we're just going to matte this little top a bit where the flower is. We're not going to get it on any of the orange part. And then the rest of them that are not orange slices will get matted up. And the pinky. Okay, we're almost done, guys. And those are going to go in for curing. Okay, now they're back out, and what I am going to do is I'm going to go over where, like, this little orange guy at the top is a cut orange. We're going to put shiny top coat back on there. And the one on the side that's a half slice, that one will be shiny. And we're going to do that on any of those that have been, like this one has one. I'm just going to put it on the cut oranges and then we'll be done. And cure those again. Okay, and here we are, all finished. Nice juicy oranges for you. Okay, I hope you like this set. If you do, please give me a like. I really do appreciate it an awful lot. It means the world to me. And if you want to see more, I upload a new set every Saturday. I'm not sure what I'm going to do next time. It's going to be a surprise for both of us because I haven't decided yet. Okay, and that's it for today. See you guys next week. Bye-bye.